Now this is definitely the coolest thing at the show, and the smallest. It's brilliant. I want one of these. But this isn't what we've come to see. We've come to see something slightly bigger, but equally cool. The new Morris JE commercial. So John, this is something, I've seen it online, I've not seen it in the flesh before. It's so cool, it's so retro. And you've brought the Morris name back.
Fantastic. Well, it's great to be here. The first time we've been to one of these shows as well, Peter, so we're delighted and the interest is enormous. So this is the Morris commercial JE all-electric van. The idea was to bring back the iconic style of the J-Type that started in 1948. Actually.
1948?
48. It was the year when the Morris Minor came out, the Land Rover Defender came out, so it's a great year for the automotive industry. And here we are with something very, very similar, anyway, as the all-electric Morris JE. And the body on this, Peter, is actually recycled carbon fibre.
It's incredibly lightweight, because one of the things people talk about with electric vehicles is they're too heavy. And yet this isn't. This, what does it weigh?
So as it stands now, empty is 1.5 tons curb weight. And no one else, I don't think, is really addressing the weight problem of electric vehicles. So we are very proud that not only does it look fantastic in our view anyway, but it also goes well, performs well, and that 1.5 ton van, as she is now, will carry 1,000 kilogram payload, which is, if I could mention the competition, the Buzz is only 580 kilograms. You know, we're so much better than that, because we started with a lightweight vehicle and aluminium chassis as well.
And it's all built in Britain?
But it's all be built and assembled in Britain, and 90% British.
That's a great story too, isn't it?
You know, Morris badge, it's got to be made in Britain, hasn't it? Really?
Yeah, I mean, so many people here will remember things like Morris Minors, and you know, it's such a well-known name, even though it hasn't existed for years.
And we've had that many times this morning. People say, I was brought up on a Morris Traveller, and my dad had a Morris Minor. So we've heard that 20 times today. And we've also heard wonderful words about this. People say the best of the show. Somebody said it's joyous, which is nice. Cool, we've heard. Cute, we've heard 100 times. So it's been a great show already, Peter. We're only, halfway through the first day, and we're loving it. So,
but you're not actually in production with this yet?
No, we're not. This is our second prototype. It's the first one we made in carbon fibre, actually. First one was aluminium, so this is the first one in carbon fibre. The next two are carbon fibre. We're probably a year away still.
Right.
But we've got thousands of expressions of interest. In the next 6 months or so, we'll turn into deposits. We'll ask people from those thousands, would you like to now put some money down? So that's the sort of stage we are with the project.
But this was designed as a commercial vehicle, not... And yet here you are at a campervan show.
Well spotted, yep.
And you've got a rudimentary campervan conversion inside, which I think was done by Outlandish Campers, Max McMurdo.
Yes.
This surely lends itself to a leisure role, because it just looks so cute.
Yes, you're absolutely right. You know, we really thought of this as the single sort of person who's a plumber or an electrician or the flower shop or the baker, name on the side, Flo the florist, Bill the baker, whatever it might be, and that was our market. But gradually we got more and more people said they wanted it for their own use, and then people said, what about a camper? So we had a little go ourselves, and then Max came along, and I think we share the same principles as Max, you know, with style and good engineering design, because Max is a designer, as you know, designed by trade as well. So it's come together with Max, and he's put this in the back for us, and it's wonderful. But we are here today, I should say, Peter, not to say this is it, but to ask people, what do you think? Where should we go? What should we do? You know, we're not trying to say this is what we think is a camper, because you guys know much more than we do, but come and see us and tell us.
And size-wise, we were talking dimensions earlier, and I think it's a little bit more compact than a T6 Transporter, so similar sort of size to an ID Buzz.
Yes, similar size,
But you're talking about range?
So range is 250 with miles, that is. We got a big battery, 80 kilowatt battery, so there's no compromise on battery. That's really why we've gone down the carbon fibre route, to offset that heavy, big battery, to get the range and get the performance.
And the batteries are underfloor for weight distribution?
Yes, one big pack under the floor.
Excellent. Let's have a look inside then. So now you've turned it into a camper in concept form, but all this looks removable too.
Yeah, so we'd spoken to this guy Max McMurdo quite a few times, and he runs Outlandish Campers, and we reached out to him and basically just asked him whether or not he would make us a modular rail system to put inside the van, basically just to see whether or not it would work with the Morris JE. And as you can see, it works really well.
Yeah.
So his is made out of it's aluminium, I think it's birch, plywood, and carbon fibre. So it's also lightweight, a lot like the van. And it works on this rail system, but all these pieces come out, much like the chairs and the table that we're sat on, and then also all go back in to take this up to the top, and the whole back section becomes a bed as well.
That must be quite a good sized bed in there then.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger than some of the other ones I've seen. Although a lot of people have asked me whether or not it's just that section there, and I have to keep being like, no, I promise, it is the whole section.
And cooking, you've got a little portable induction hob there.
Yeah, so it is possible to have electric hookup within the van, so
Yeah.
that would work. And we've kind of got this in for decoration at the moment, just to show what you can do. Because I did have a gentleman earlier ask about whether or not you could use gas hobs as well, and I was like, once you've got it, you can do whatever you want with it. That's kind of up to them at that point.
Would you be able to use the power of the vehicle batteries to power any cooking appliances or appliances in the vehicle?
Yeah, you would be able to. And much like we've got interior lights, we haven't got them on because it's quite bright today. But yeah, the battery is powerful enough to do with cooking interior.
And I think you said the vehicle, the price of the actual van is going to be around 60,000.
Yes.
And then what sort of additional cost would you be looking for the?
So Max's these, I think they're just under 5,000.
Right.
Although I think if you had a customizable one, it would obviously add on a bit more. But he's got some with sinks. He's got lots of different versions, because once you've got this modular system in, the pieces that you make, you could swap and change them. So if you bought this basic pack originally and then you decided, I really want something like this, I think if you spoke to him, he'd be able to craft it. He really likes making new stuff and having a go, so I think he'd be perfect at making whatever you need.
Okay, fantastic. I can't wait to see it in production form.
Thank you.